Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for February the 8th through to the 14th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of your cards for this week, let me take a moment to thank you for all the support you give me each and every day. You guys rock. Thank you so much for the likes, the subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for just showing up and being there for me. So thank you for all of your support. Now, let's get to you. We start with the Empress, so it's going to be a beautiful week. I can't see it not being a beautiful week when we start with the Empress. She is new beginnings. She is new starts. She is new life, new motivation coming in and surrounding you. So now with that, you may be looking at, this is a travel card. Okay, so very much it could be traveling. It could be looking at, if you're looking for work or something, it may be having to go outside of your community in order to establish a new place to work that will really blend in with your talents, with your career choices, what you want to do, your passions, your abilities. Or you could be, on a more general sense, just looking forward, just looking towards bigger and better dreams. Okay, and knowing, always with this card, it's knowing that you are leaving something behind, but it is walking into your true passions. It's walking into your true dreams. And there will be some decision making. Decision making that's going to take courage, it's going to take strength, and you know the decisions that need to be made, and you already know the answers. You really need to tap into your intuition this week. You really need to tap into your wisdom this week to make the right choices. Now, in saying all that, the Eight of Swords, and this doesn't surprise me with the new moon in Aquarius starting off the week, is a change in perception needs to happen. So, regardless of where you are looking for new growth in your life, new experiences, new beginnings in your life, wherever you think that you need to make new moves, new forward moves, wherever you think you need to make the decisions in your life, you also need to change your perception. Maybe it's your attachment to the outcome and the way it needs to go play by play in order for it to roll out exactly how you want. That could very well be. Maybe it's the way you have been approaching the situation that you need to back it up and think about how you could approach it in a new way to give it new energy. You're definitely looking at your structure, okay? We have the Four of Wands here right underneath the entire reading for the week. So you are looking at your structure, you are looking at your security, you are looking at your foundations and building your foundations so they are strong going forward, so they are sustainable going forward. Absolutely. Now we have the Hermit here. Now we have the Hermit here and we have the Four of Swords down here, and I think they kind of go together. Now the Hermit, I get this vision of somebody going off into the desert and being with themselves, being with their thoughts, being with their own creativity, being with their own wisdom, and exploring themselves, understanding maybe what talents really need to grow, what we could build on, what we need to let go of. So too with the Four of Swords, because the Four of Swords is somebody who has come through the war, has come off the battlefield, that has hung up their armor, hung up the weapons, and is now laying down to meditate, to recharge their batteries, to renew their goals, their dreams, their desires going forward. So the two cards together both tell me that meditation, prayer is very important, and taking time away from the situation to look at it through your own eyes. But, when we have the Eight of Swords crossing over everything, it's to gain new perceptions. It's to get those aha moments. It's to get those epiphanies. So I wouldn't be shocked in the least if you got an epiphany of a whole new path. Or a new path, perhaps with an old path, perhaps with a twist. That you are growing and you're expanding your dream to new horizons, different ways of looking at things. Now, let me remember where all these cards were so I don't, I always mess up the cards. By the end of the reading, the cards are all over the place and I have to remember where they are. Where should we go from here? The Chariot. It's your focus. It's your focus on your plan. So I think this is more career based than anything else for most of you. What you do. Okay. So when I say career, it's not necessarily what brings in the dollars, but it's what you do that brings out a passion in you, a desire in you, and how you want to go forward in that. So with the Chariot, it's all about your focus. It's all about holding on to those reins tight and making sure that things fall into place in the right way. And I see the birds. I see the birds. So definitely messages will come in. So it's tapping into your intuition. It's tapping into your inner wisdom, your higher wisdom, to know the direction, to know the way forward, and how you're going to open up doors. As we go into next week, we have, or the weekend and into next week, we have the Magician and the Seven of Cups together. So magic comes in. And I think your choices get to be all over the board. I think you open up more doors than what you would close this week, definitely. You see the different paths, the different ways you can accomplish things, what you can go forward in. And I think the world opens up to you in some way and gives you more choices. There's a magic that comes in here. So definitely don't want to get stuck on one perception. Okay, we'll go back to the Eight of Swords here. Now, the Eight of Swords, we're blindfolded, we feel trapped. And what we would realize if we didn't have that blindfold on is the swords are behind us. They're in no way holding us back or limiting us. So perhaps you feel like you have been limited or you've been pulled back by somebody else. Nobody is giving you the advancement or the step forward that you need, the promotion that you need, perhaps, the opportunity to succeed, perhaps. And I think, the magic comes in when you see the new way, when you have that epiphany, when you use the Hermit's energy and you actually think things through and you start to come up with a new way of going forward. Now, in love, we have the Nine of Cups. So isn't this beautiful? Isn't this magical? Okay, but this tells me that in love, okay, if you are looking for love this week, you are going to find it through following your passions and your desires towards career, to what you love to do. So if it's schooling that you are signing up for, then you are going to meet that person in a school environment. Maybe you're in the library and you're researching, that's where you're going to meet somebody. Maybe you are out handing out your application, your resume to people, that is where you're going to meet somebody. It's by pursuing your dreams. Now, if you are in a relationship, I think there's going to be a lot of heart-to-heart talks about where you want to go forward, how you want to go forward, and how it involves them, what role they need to play, what kind of support they need to give, so that they are on board, so they buy in to your dreams, your desires. Career, and I hesitated there earlier when I said a whole new path opens up to you, because with the Six of Cups, it's usually something from the past that comes in that plays heavily on your path forward. So this could be something that you've done in the past that actually resurfaces, or it looks like the same kind of walk that you did before. Okay, because this is career, and this is usually the Six of Cups is peace of mind, but it's also something coming from the past. So it could be an old love or an old hobby that you used to have, and all of a sudden the light bulb goes on and you go, I could make a career out of that. I could bring in extra money doing that. I would love to do that, or it's a passion of mine. It's always been a passion of mine, and reigniting it. This could be an old boss or an old mentor phoning you up and saying, hey, I'm looking for somebody just like you. I've got this new business opportunity. Would you like to come in on it? Spirituality is the lovers. So it's embracing your dreams, it's embracing your desires, it's embracing your unique talents and gifts. So if nothing else this week, in order to grow your spirituality, you want to embrace you and all that you are and all you can do. So look at rewarding yourself in some way, or at least embracing yourself, at least taking the time to say, I love you to yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Spirituality is also more than one person. Okay, so when you can tap in with another like-minded person, your spirituality grows. So maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's joining something within the community, because that will strengthen your spirituality. Health is the Seven of Wands. It's making that statement, especially if you are dealing with anything health related right now. It's making that declaration of, I'm going to feel good. I'm going forward. I'm going to beat this thing. But there's a strength here. So I can see you having a very strong determination, whether you are feeling under the weather, whether you are feeling great. This is the strength. So this could be, I'm joining a gym. This could be, I'm eating healthier. This could be, I'm going to start exercising. This could be, I'm not going to allow myself to get into a position where I'm feeling run down. I am, especially if you are not feeling well, I am going to beat this. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.